Hey everybody, John here, coming to you this time from Arizona. That bridge is designed so that cattle cannot get across it. I barely made it across myself. So we're gonna do a little hike today. We're gonna try to find a place called Box Canyon. First, we gotta walk along the road a little bit. We're in the Tonto National Forest, and our route may not be a proper trail. It doesn't seem to have a name. The information I have indicated where to park, but when I got there along this road, I found that there are no parking signs there now. I guess there didn't used to be. And it says emergency parking only and warns of towing. So we found another place to park. Okay, here we go. So this is the spot, and we had intended to park here, but now it says emergency parking only and warns of being towed. But we are to look for paths to get up the embankment. There's one right there, and there's one over here. It was recommended to take this one to the left, even though I have to say the other one looks like it's not as steep, but we'll see. Okay, so when we get to the top here, we find clears out a little bit, and we're supposed to go some way or other. Now we have a compass with us. We have no map. Instead of a map, I have some written descriptions of what to do to get to Box Canyon. Okay, now we're told when we get to the top, and we came up from there, but if we had come up the other way, which one can also do, then we'd come up here somewhere, I guess, or maybe over here. So we're supposed to go under this deer fence and through the pines that way. Now, I'm pretty sure we're on National Forest land and not private property. But this is just a deer exclusion fence here, so it's okay for us to go through it. However, we need to find a way. Our instructions are to go under it. So where is there a place to do that? Ah, right here. Right here we can pass under. I'm gonna have to get real low, but I guess we can do it. Look at the piles of poo we got here. Man, those are big. I think that's more than just horse poo, but I don't know for sure. Look here, fire ring. Okay, so it looks like there's a path maybe over there, but I'm not sure we're supposed to take that. I think basically we just head south, dodging these massive piles of poo. So in about a quarter mile, we should come to a clearing. Now we should find some kind of path through here eventually too. So Since we have no map and we're not following a well-marked trail at the moment, we will want to, that looks like a path going that way, but we will want to occasionally turn around to see what things will look like when we return, right? To help prevent us from getting lost. So there's kind of a landmark in the form of that fire ring over there. And there is, of course, the spot in the fence where we came under. And when we find that on the way back, we'll know that we are close to those little paths that go down the embankment. So without a map here, we're going to need to pay very close attention every step of the way here to where we are, which direction we're headed, and how to get back. Okay, so here's the path. This looks like what we want. I think we're supposed to go about a quarter mile from this point, and that's where we seem to come to a clearing, and this path veers off to our right, but we want to veer left and follow a less obvious trail. Okay, I think this is the spot that was described, and we were advised, don't follow the worn path, which looks like it goes that way, to our left and maybe out like that. We are supposed to continue through this pine stand. So notice there's a great big fire pit here too, and that's another landmark for us. So we'll see that on our way back. So therefore, we will veer to the right here. I misremembered what it, I thought I remembered it saying veer left and don't follow the worn path, but it doesn't say which way the worn path goes. It just says don't follow it, continue through this line of pines. Now, there are just massive piles of poo all over the place, which we have to watch out for. But here's another fire ring. So we've got two of them to look for when we return. They're close together. Anyway, we were supposed to proceed through these pines. Okay, now this is looking like a trail right here. Or not. Well, maybe. But hey, let's take a look right over here to our left, because I think I see something. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Look how fabulous. I didn't expect to get such a dramatic view so soon. It looks like we're here too early in the morning to be able to get a good view of the bottom of the canyon there, because it's all shaded But it also looks like the water enters the canyon right there and then drops down into it, flows this way. There's an interesting sort of balanced rock feature over there. Kind of cool. Now maybe the trail we are supposed to take, maybe we were supposed to go to the left because the description said something about coming to the left side of the canyon and then dropping down into it. It didn't say left side of canyon, but it said a path on the left side, which would mean that we're supposed to be over there and we can enter the canyon somehow down here. Even if we aren't able to get to the bottom, I'm pretty happy with what we've already seen here. This is fantastic. Gorgeous. If this is all we get out of the hike today, I'll be happy with that. So now that we've found the canyon itself and have a clear idea how to get back, or let me say it more strongly, we know how to get back. So all we have to do now is just keep track of wherever we go from this point. All right, I suggest we go back to the path, which is that way, and then this way. See where that takes us? Okay, so we had turned left off the path. Look, yet another fire ring. That's 3 of them now that we'll pass on the way back. Well, this is getting tight in here, so opening up a little bit here. Another view of the canyon to our left. Okay, it looks like we could continue that way. Here we have possibly another good vantage point. Several good vantage points. Let's have a look. I think I want to slip through here. Ooh, yes indeed. Now we can see the water down there. get a little weak-kneed up here sometimes. And when I look at something like that, I know there are people who would probably try to get on that and stand on it or sit on it. Nah, not this guy. Or maybe try to go over there and sit on that ledge, that kind of thing. You don't have to worry about me doing that kind of stuff. Hey, there's another kind of balancing rock formation over there. That looks really cool. So, as I say, I have a written description of the trail, such as it is, how to get here. And the ultimate goal is to get down into the canyon. But I don't know if it's over there. So there's another little waterfall there, and then what I think is the top one down there. And I don't know if one is supposed to be able to access the canyon over there someplace, or over here in the direction we're going. This seems more promising and likely, but again, I don't even know if we're going to do it. It's not that important to me. So let's continue along here. So this looks like a way that one could possibly go down. And let me see. Yeah, a person could go down there, but I'm not sure if you can continue down or it's a dead end. So I would rather go up this way and see if there's something more like a trail. Well, in trying to go through here, we get kind of cut off because to the left, down through there, is a bunch of loose rock, which I don't want to climb on. And then trying to go back up through here, it just looks sort of tight. It doesn't look like there's a way through. So, in order to get back to the quote-unquote trail I was following, I would have to get on the other side of this. So I guess we're going to double back, but we may actually also continue down the trail that way and see what kind of access we have farther to our east here on this side of the canyon. Okay, so we headed back to the trail and back past the 3 fire rings and the massive poop piles, and then decided to follow the well-worn path, like the instructions said not to come farther down along the rim of the canyon here. And the thing is, you don't get such great views over here. It's a little difficult to get an unobstructed view. And I certainly don't see how to access the canyon unless we go farther down this way and scout. But Here's what it looks like from over here. Hey, still worth the price of admission. So I'm thinking of heading back to that first spot and have a cup of coffee and a payday bar. What do you think? I just have to make sure I can get back the way I came. I know from your vantage point this looks like nothing and no trail. It's true, there is no trail, but what I want to do is go back, and I first came to the canyon rim with these dead trees right here that are very cool looking, and I want to go up to those dead trees up there and just kind of follow. There's kind of a clearing to the right and just a line of scrub on my left to follow in order to get back to that pine stand. So a couple of times I turned and looked behind me to see what this would look like going back this way. And that's one of the things I recommend you do anytime you're not following a well-defined trail or you go off of the trail for any reason, to scout or to answer nature's call or what have you. Always think about what's going to happen when you try to go back and what things are going to look like. So yeah, over here you can see, you know, there's a bit of a view. You can see some buildings over there. That highway is right there. And we just want to kind of go this way. And you can even see the pine stand from here. So we're headed back. Oh yeah, this is a good spot. I'm gonna have a seat right there. Whew. Took off my outer layer, so now I'm down to my Zitzel rigged t-shirt. Gotta move my beard out of the way so you can see it. Little shout out to our buddy Kurt Zitzelman, another Pennsylvania YouTuber and outdoorsman. Check out his stuff. It's great. So yeah, let's have a seat right here. When I go back, I know that I'm supposed to go to the top of this stuff and then look for a twisty dead tree, which maybe that's it right there. Let's see. Yeah, the twisty dead tree right there. When I come to that, take a hard right. That'll take me back to the trail. And then just retrace my steps out of here. I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off at this point. Hope you've enjoyed this little foray. Greetings from Arizona in December. And I'll see you on the next adventure, which is probably back in Pennsylvania. See you there. Look at my view for this snack. Oh my goodness. Fabulous. It's probably not much more than 50 degrees, and there's a cool breeze coming through here. But I'm telling you, I'm perfectly comfortable because I find that Arizona sun to be very effective as a heat source. You know what I mean? I mean, it's December and it just seems like that thing is blazing.